Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're cracking open what seems like a small topic, water valve replacement services. But we want to find out why fixing these little parts can actually be a huge deal for homes, for businesses.
Right.
And we're zooming in on how this plays out specifically in a place like Chilliwack, British Columbia, where local conditions are, well, tough.
Exactly. And our deep dive today comes from research by the folks at Pacific Blue Mechanical. They've got an article focusing on water valve replacement services in Chilliwack, expert solutions.
Okay.
So our mission really is to understand why replacing these valves on time is so critical there, using their insights. It's more than just routine stuff.
Okay, let's unpack that then, because, you think plumbing is plumbing, right? Same everywhere.
Yeah.
But you mentioned Chilliwack specifically. Why there? What's unique about that BC setting?
Well, that's where localization really comes in. Plumbing challenges definitely change based on where you live. And the source, the Pacific Blue Mechanical site, points out two big local issues in Chilliwack.
Okay, what are they?
First off, hard water. Really hard water. High mineral content.
Minerals, like scale buildup.
Precisely. We're talking calcium carbonate scaling mostly. This stuff builds up inside the valves, makes them sticky, slows them down. Eventually, they just corrode and fail. It's not quick, but it's steady.
Okay, so that hard water is enemy number one, causing internal damage. What's the second threat they face there?
The cold. Those cold Canadian winters.
Right.
Think about outdoor valves or the main shutoff. When temperatures swing wildly, especially below freezing, those valves can freeze up.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, they can break completely. It's thermal stress, basically. So the experts Pacific Blue Mechanical talks about aren't just swapping a part. They're often putting in valves made of materials that can handle those freeze-thaw cycles better than the old ones.
Okay, wait, so it's not just fixing a leak after it happens. It's like proactive defense against the local climate they know is coming every year.
That's a good way to put it. Proactive.
So if they get these new, tougher valves installed, what are the big wins? What does the homeowner notice right away?
Well, the source material from Pacific Blue Mechanical highlights some key advantages. Big wins, definitely. The first one is just better water flow.
Pressure.
Yes. Getting rid of that scale buildup inside means water moves freely again. You'll notice it in the shower, filling pots faster, that kind of thing. Better pressure, more efficiency system-wide.
Okay, that makes sense. Simple, noticeable improvement. What's the next benefit? You mentioned avoiding catastrophe earlier.
Exactly. That's benefit number 2, stopping major water damage before it starts. A valve that fails suddenly, or one that seizes so you can't shut off the water in an emergency.
Nightmare scenario.
Total nightmare. It can lead to flooded basements, ruined walls, floors, mold growth. You name it. Replacing a valve before it gets to that point saves you from potentially thousands in damage repairs. Pacific Blue Mechanical really stresses this preventative aspect.
Right, avoiding the big, costly mess. And I guess that leads straight into the third win, saving money.
Yep, that's the third key advantage. Faulty valves, even if they're just dripping slightly or not closing perfectly, they waste water. Maybe not dramatically, but constantly.
Adds up on the water bill.
It really does. Plus, new efficient valves stop that waste. And maybe more importantly, you avoid the huge cost of an emergency plumbing call-out when a valve finally gives out completely, maybe late at night or on a weekend.
Okay, so it hits the wallet in a couple of ways.
Yeah.
Lower regular bills and dodging those massive emergency repair costs.
Exactly. So connecting it all, what the experts Pacific Blue Mechanical are showing for a place like Chilliwack is how crucial it is to understand your local conditions and maintain your plumbing against those specific threats.
Right. Hard water, cold winters.
Oh.
These aren't abstract problems there.
Not at all. And the big takeaway really is about being vigilant. Check your valves. Look for the warning signs they mentioned.
Like what? What should people look for?
Things like visible rust or corrosion around the valve, maybe weird noises like banging or hammering in the pipes when you turn water on or off, or even just a shut-off valve handle that's really stiff and hard to turn.
Sure.
Catching those early signs, like Pacific Blue Mechanical advises, can be the difference between a simple replacement and, well, a huge, expensive disaster.
That really drives it home. Which leaves us with something for you, our listeners, to think about until next time. If one small, often ignored part like a water valve can cause so much trouble because of local conditions, what other small systems in your own home might be vulnerable to your specific climate or environment? Worth looking into, right?